The following is a commercial program paid for by the United States Army. The opinions and views expressed belong to its sponsors and are not those of Nexstar Broadcasting Incorporated, this station, or their affiliates or employees.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Sign my name on the dotted line.
Sign my name on the dotted line.
All I do is a double time.
All I do is a double time.
Up the hill.
Up the hill.
Down the hill.
Down the hill.
On the hill.
On the hill.
Up the hill.
Up the hill.
Airborne.
Airborne.
Hoorah.
Hoorah.
C-130 rolling down the stairs.
C-130 rolling down the strip.
Airborne daddy gonna take a little trip.
Airborne daddy gonna take a little trip.
Stand up, hook up, shuffle to the door.
Stand up, hook up, shuffle to the door.
Jump right out and count to 4.
Jump right out and count to 4.
If my man gone up and wide,
Fix my man going up and wide.
I got a reserve by my side.
I got a reserve by my side.
Welcome to an exciting episode of A Soldier's Life. Again, I'm Sergeant First Class Mike Warrick from the Horseheads Recruiting Station. So we're going to kind of pull from our previous episode on the ACASP. That was like our part 1. This is going to be our part 2. So in this part, we're going to highlight 68 Charlie, okay, which is our nursing program, and then what's called also 25 Bravo, excuse me, still trying to kick this cold, is information technology specialist, so IT work. So again, just like our last episode, I brought Master Sergeant Stewart down from our battalion. He's going to walk us through a little bit of those opportunities, and we'll talk about the ACASP program. Welcome back. Like I said before we went to our content, this is Master Sergeant Stewart. Welcome back, Master Sergeant Stewart. Appreciate you coming down here.
Thank you again.
Absolutely. So like I said, we're going to highlight a couple. Again, we got so many jobs that we are qualified in the ACASP program, but we picked 2 specifically for this episode that I feel that are pretty pertinent in our area in the Southern Tier. So the first one is going to be a 68 Charlie, which is our nursing program. So, Master Sergeant Stewart, could you elaborate a little bit on our nursing program for ACASP?
So something I didn't mention before I talked about 68 Charlie, though I didn't mention the last time, was with the ACASP program. So for Army Reserves, you can get up to a $20,000 bonus with that, and up to $50,000 of student loan repayment. Nice. For the active duty, you can get up to $40,000 enlistment bonus plus $65,000 student loan repayment. Nice. All right. So with the 68 Charlie, you're enlisted nursing. All right, so you're doing the same things as an LPN. All right, especially like if you're in the reserves, you can be an LPN on the weekend or during the week, and on the weekend you can come do the exact same thing in the reserves.
Which is one weekend a month.
Which is 1 weekend a month.
Easy
correct.
commitment, and you're getting nice, awesome.
Yeah, as long as you go to your school as accredited by the College of Nursing or the Nursing Association, then you're good to go.
It's that simple, folks. You know, and I know. Currently, or by the time this episode airs, my sister is actually graduating next Thursday from the nursing program from Corning Community College. So a little shout out to her. Congratulations, Janine. But I know, every year Corning Community College and Elmira College, for that matter, produces nurses every year. And it's, I know at times too, it's hard to find that employment or continuing that experience, or like Master Sergeant Stewart said, a lot of opportunities to pay back some of that college debt. And I'm a big believer in, debt does not define success. So when we come back from our content on some of the nursing program that we have, we're going to touch into 25 Bravo, Information Technology Specialist.
Military Occupational Specialty. Practical nursing specialists have studied and worked to acquire the advanced skills that make them valued players of the Army healthcare team. The Practical Nursing Specialist course consists of 2 phases. Phase 1 begins at Fort Sam Houston, where students learn the basics of Army medicine and the fundamentals of becoming a practical nursing specialist. Phase 2 is at one of our 5 CONUS medical centers for a year of didactic, hands-on clinical education designed to provide the knowledge and ability to perform as a licensed practical nurse. When all aspects of the practical nursing specialist course are complete, soldiers must pass the Texas Board of Nursing National Council License Exam for practical nurses to become a practical nursing specialist. In this specialty, you will work alongside registered nurses, physician assistants, and doctors to provide 5-star care to active duty, DoD beneficiaries, dependents, and other branches of service using the Patient Caring Touch system. You may perform patient assessments, administer medications, provide cardiac monitoring and post-operative care, and fill key roles in medical emergencies and evacuations. After your military occupational specialty training, you will be assigned to a fixed facility or a field unit or a forward surgical team where you will be a part of a 20-member team ready to rapidly deploy at any time to any place. Your training will prepare you for the responsibility of managing casualty care around the clock, around the world. Being a soldier brings other experiences and abilities as well. Your duties may include supporting your unit in humanitarian, peacekeeping, and homeland security operations. The training and experience you gain while serving in this specialty will help you transition from the military to the civilian employment sector as a licensed practical nurse. The Army Practical Nursing Specialist, protecting both country and fellow soldier. As a member of the Army Healthcare Team, to conserve the fighting strength.
Been in the Army 13 years and I am a nurse corps officer. I'm a 66 hotel, which is a med-surg nurse, and I specialized in ICU nursing. This is the Army Medical Department Basic Officer Leader course, and my job is to mentor, coach, and teach new nurses. As officers, we're leading teams, we're leading NCOs and soldiers to take care of patients. So our nurse practitioners and certified nurse anesthetists are in high demand. Nurses who have specialized training and certification in critical care nursing.
They help take some of the workload off the physicians and the physician's assistants and provide care for our soldiers.
It's a mission and a commitment to help. Being an Army nurse and wearing this uniform definitely has a different meaning. We're all brothers and sisters. And then you're going to want to check with the patient to make sure they're okay. The Army Medical Department and nurses are always there to take care of them.
Airborne Division. 101st Airborne Division.
Twin Eagle Division, Twin Eagle Division, Twin Eagle Division.
A rendezvous with destiny.
Welcome back, folks. So that was some great content on our nursing program. Like I said before we broke, we're going to go over the 25 Bravo, Information Technology Specialist. So, Master Sergeant, on 25 Bravo, could you elaborate a little bit on that one?
So 25 Bravo, you just got to have 2 years of computer science, okay? Or what's great about this one is you can only have to have 2 years of work experience with certificates, of training. And once you do that, then you can do the ACASP program. Like I said, and the great thing is you could potentially, say for reserves, get $20,000, do the same thing all week long, or even if you have a day, you do a day or two at your weekend drill, and then you're doing the exact same thing with getting paid at the same time.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And again, like we said earlier in the episode, can't emphasize enough on the more experience you have doing a job, the more bullets on your resume that you can put on there. And I don't know about you, but I'm a big believer in, I'd rather slide a 6-page resume across that desk when I go to that job interview and know I have the job, opposed to sliding that 1 page across and trying to, in my mind, roll the dice and make it happen. So awesome, yeah. IT work, information technology specialists. We have those jobs in the reserves, active, bonuses. We're all big in the Army about opportunities. You know what I mean? It's that easy. And until you make that phone call or find us on Facebook or maybe even get on the GoArmy.com webpage and start seeing what you could qualify if you decide to pursue it, you'll never know. So please reach out to your local recruiter, myself, some of the guys in the office are in Jordan, some in Bermuda, some in Heatherly, and give us a call. We'll see what's going on.
Military Occupational Specialty, Information Technology Specialist. These are the soldiers who send, receive, and process messages and data on the Army's vast and sophisticated global telecommunications networks and systems. For this, the Army will train you to install, operate, and perform routine maintenance on automated telecommunications devices. And because you may handle information considered sensitive, you must qualify for a secret clearance in this MOS. Then, the Army will train you to process, send, and receive messages. You'll first train in the fundamentals of computer operating systems and computer software, and the preparation of messages using appropriate formats developed to ensure the secure transmission and receipt of sensitive data. Your training will also include other devices used to transmit and receive various types of messages. Additionally, you'll train to perform routine maintenance on printers and other telecommunications devices, and be trained to recognize system failures and take action that will correct them. After your initial entry training and advanced individual training, you'll work long hours in the field, day or night, where you may work in a telecommunications center, supporting your unit, or in a field environment. You may also perform basic maintenance on these machines to ensure timely transmission and receipt of vital messages or data. Serving in this MOS can help you transition from the military to the civilian employment sector, because your skills in leadership, teamwork, and problem solving, combined with a more developed sense of responsibility, self-discipline, and motivation, are skills and values in demand by civilian employers. The soldiers who serve in this specialty provide vital message services that keep the Army informed around the world, 24 hours a day. Military Occupational Specialty, Information Technology Specialist.
Networking Star House speaking. Okay, sir, what are we doing today?
My name is Sergeant First Class Kevin House.
Do you have the T1 cable plugged in right now?
As a 25 Bravo Information Technology Specialist in the Army, we do it all. We do hardware, we do software, we do networking.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and erase it.
This field, Information Technology Specialist, was appealing because it's new, it's cutting edge, and technology is constantly changing, so I want to be a part of that. In the Army, I've developed a lot of different skills, so I went through 17 weeks of training for Information Technology Specialist. Then I went to my first duty assignment. And in your duty assignments, you will learn more about the job because you'll do more hands-on. In the military, you're constantly being schooled. A lot of training hands-on with some of the newest technology out there, the Microsoft, the Cisco, the Unix.
The Army is keeping pace with the changes of technology. This warehouse is full of old equipment that we've taken off the network.
I've been able to take advantage of a lot of these certifications that are specific to my job. The Security Plus certification from CompTIA, the A Plus certification, the Network Plus certification, the MCITP specializing in Windows 7 client, the MCTS, the MCSA, which is your Microsoft Certified System Administrator. With the amount of certifications I received while being in the Army, paid for by the Army, I don't think I would have any problem relating to or working with any company that was hiring an IT specialist or a network analyst. What I love most about my job is the fact that I'm working alongside some of the industry's top-level network analysts, and I'm performing that same job that they're performing as a soldier. The network that we're working on is a huge network. It's worldwide, and we're dealing with over 1,300 recruiting stations on a day-to-day basis. We take care of all of the maintenance, all of the troubleshooting, the configuring, the setting up, and we do that on a daily basis, and that keeps us pretty busy. We're on those front lines, building those networks and making sure that our battle buddies can talk, can communicate.
What we want to do is make sure we plug in port 4X.
I plan to stay in the Army and retire. Because this is just a great career. I love it. So I'm able to transition our Army as we move along in the new technology phase. And I'm one of the pioneers in that change, and I'm making a difference.
To be part of this team, it takes more than being tough. It takes more than being smart. It takes the will to step up when the stakes are highest, and the skills to prevail when you're needed most. Find out more at goarmy.com/team.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Private Lawson from Elmira, New York. I want to offer Private Lawson a unique opportunity to tell his quick Army story and give a special, shout out to his family and friends. Private Lawson?
I'm Private Lawson from Elmira, New York. I left about 6 months ago for basic training. I just graduated AIT. When I first enlisted, I was lucky enough to have the great recruiters for help at Horseheads Recruiting Center, like Staff Sergeant Jordan, Sergeant Heatherly, and Sergeant First Class Warwick.
I appreciate that.
Headed to Hawaii for my first assignment. Couldn't be more excited.
Awesome. Now, Hawaii, huge, right? A lot of people don't even have the opportunity in life to even go to visit for a vacation. But you're going to live there for like 3 years. Fantastic. So I and my wife and my kids, we had a unique opportunity too to live there for like 2 years and some change. So you're going to love it. Wife's going to love it. Just stay active. There's so much to do there. It's not even funny. Go on the tours, go to the beach. It's fantastic. So, like you were saying, you just graduated from your AIT, your Advanced Individual Training. What's your MOS in the job? What's your job in the Army?
12 Whiskey, so Carpentry and Masonry Specialist.
Carpentry and Masonry Specialist. So he's learning how to build things through carpentry. One of my best friends, he has a carpentry business, so I know around here in the Southern Tier, that's a great job to have, but also you can use those skills in the Army. Again, we have over 150 occupations, and this young man leveraged his opportunities and jumped on one of those jobs. Now, he's going to get an opportunity to go to Hawaii. Are you kidding me? That's fantastic. Stay in touch. Stay in touch with Staff Sergeant Jordan. When you come back through on your vacation, what we call leave, please swing by, and we'd love to do a follow-up episode here on our TV show.
Of course, sounds great.
Awesome, my man. Appreciate you coming down. Best of luck over there in Hawaii.
Thank you.
Military Occupational Specialty, Carpentry and Masonry Specialist. Building structures for the United States Army is the major mission of this MOS. And for this, the Army will train you in all aspects of wood frame, steel frame, and concrete block construction. You will train to read and interpret plans and blueprints. You'll also train to install batter boards and lay out string lines for foundations, and to lay out and construct walls, floors, and roofing systems, using a wide variety of hand tools and power tools. All your training will emphasize the safe use of tools, including various saws, hammers, and drills. You'll train to properly frame up doors and windows, install wood flooring and stairways, put up drop siding and roofing. You'll also train to mix concrete and cement mortar for masonry, lay concrete block using various mortar joints, and reinforce concrete walls. After your initial entry training and advanced individual training, you will work supporting Army operations in the field day or night, where your duties may include building wooden and concrete block structures, or assisting electricians, plumbers, and other trades during construction. You may construct base camps and help build barracks, dining halls, or other facilities for soldiers to use. You may be required to lift and carry heavy lumber, concrete blocks, and other materials. Serving in this MOS can help you transition from the military to the civilian employment sector, because your skills in leadership, teamwork, and problem solving are skills and values in demand by civilian employers. So if you enjoy new challenges, join us in Military Occupational Specialty, Carpentry and Masonry Specialist.
So, great opportunity to meet Private Lawson. He's going to go to Hawaii and do great things. Again, I spent time in Hawaii. It's fantastic. My wife really wants to go back there. We'll see what the future holds. So, folks, we're going to wrap it up for this episode. Again, my name is Sergeant First Class Mike Warrick. I'm from the Horseheads Recruiting Station. Strengthen the nation, one commitment at a time.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.